In the stillness of the night, a strange light flickers across the sky. Thousands of people, from city dwellers to farmers in remote lands, look up in awe and confusion. Are these simply drones, alien visitors, or something far more significant? Mysterious lights in the sky are capturing the attention of the world. But what if someone foresaw this decades ago? What if these glowing phenomena were connected to Padre Pio's mystical teachings and divine warnings? For those unfamiliar, Padre Pio wasn't just a man of faith. He was a beacon of spiritual wisdom, renowned for his prophetic visions and extraordinary insights into the unseen. His life was filled with miracles, from healing the sick to visions of heavenly messengers. Yet, his prophecies often carried subtle warnings, whispers of future events that only now, in our modern age, seem to align with what we're witnessing in our skies. Could these spiritual signs in the sky be part of his legacy? Could Padre Pio predictions for 2024 hold the answers to this growing global curiosity? Consider this: throughout history, inexplicable events in the heavens have always been interpreted as messages. In the Bible, they were signs of divine intervention, warnings, blessings, or calls to action. Today, many dismiss these sightings as mere coincidences or technology-driven oddities. But if Padre Pio and modern signs are connected, ignoring these phenomena might mean missing something far more profound, a spiritual call that demands our attention. In this video, we will unravel the possible connection between Padre Pio prophecies and the mysterious lights in the sky that are taking the world by storm. We'll explore his visions, teachings, and how they align with today's unexplained occurrences. Prepare yourself for a journey that challenges the limits of reason and opens the door to divine possibilities. By the end, you may begin to see the skies differently, not just as empty space, but as a canvas for signs from heaven. So let's begin. Did Padre Pio predict this? Could these lights be a modern-day manifestation of his prophecies? It's time to uncover the truth hidden between the physical and the spiritual worlds, because the answers might just be glowing above us. Padre Pio, born Francesco Forgione in 1887, was not an ordinary man of the cloth. From a young age, he exhibited a spiritual depth that surpassed understanding, often experiencing visions of Christ, angels, and even the Virgin Mary. His devotion to prayer and suffering made him not only a figure of reverence, but also a vessel for divine messages. To many, he was a modern-day prophet, a bridge between the earthly and the divine. Throughout his life, Padre Pio received countless prophetic insights. Some were personal messages for individuals seeking guidance, while others seemed to transcend time, predictions that touched on global events. These prophecies were never sensationalized by him, but those who experienced his gifts knew he carried an extraordinary connection to the heavens. His stigmata, the wounds of Christ, made him a target of skepticism, but also a beacon of faith for those who believed. Beyond physical miracles, it was his words and warnings that lingered. Among his many teachings were subtle yet powerful indications that humanity must remain vigilant to spiritual signs in the sky and elsewhere. He urged people to look beyond the visible world, to pay attention to messages that might be hidden in plain sight. One particular theme in his teachings often resurfaces: the concept of divine warnings delivered through natural and unexplained events. Whether through strange occurrences in the skies or the natural world, these phenomena were not coincidences, they were signs from heaven. To dismiss them, Padre Pio believed, was to ignore God's way of communicating with humanity. And so here we are today, witnessing mysterious lights in the sky that baffle scientists and ordinary people alike. Could these events be a fulfillment of Padre Pio's insights? While skeptics rush to dismiss them as drones, satellites, or optical illusions, believers see something more, perhaps the spiritual awakening Padre Pio so often called for. Padre Pio's prophecies were not simply about foretelling events, they were calls to action. He reminded us to open our hearts, sharpen our faith, and prepare ourselves spiritually for what lies ahead. The question we must now ask ourselves is this: if he were here today, what would he say about the lights we see above us? Would he consider them divine warnings and lights in the sky, meant to wake us up before it's too late? In the coming sections, we will explore how these sightings align with Padre Pio's most striking teachings, delve into what history and scripture tell us about such phenomena, and uncover the deeper message behind what many believe to be Padre Pio predictions for 2024. Stay with us as we venture deeper into this extraordinary topic. Throughout history, the heavens have been seen as a place where divine and earthly realms intersect. From biblical accounts of angels descending to moments of celestial awe, humans have always looked to the skies for answers. Padre Pio's teachings, steeped in spirituality and discernment, provide a unique lens through which we can interpret these modern events. Let's first examine his belief in the sacredness of creation. Padre Pio often taught that God's messages could be found not only in Scripture, but also in the natural and supernatural world around us. To him, nothing in creation was random. Everything had a purpose, including unexplained phenomena. Today, mysterious lights in the sky spark debates across scientific and spiritual communities. Could these be modern manifestations of the heavenly signs Padre Pio frequently referred to? Consider this. In one of his writings, Padre Pio emphasized the need to remain spiritually alert, for God's messages often come in forms we least expect. Lights, movements, and unexplained occurrences were, in his view, a divine way of reminding humanity of its higher purpose. For example, he once described a vision in which celestial bodies seemed to dance, signaling profound spiritual shifts. It's not hard to draw parallels between this and today's global fascination with UFO sightings and unexplained lights. While science attributes many of these to drones or military experiments, Padre Pio's perspective urges us to ask, what if these are more than just technological byproducts? What if they are spiritual signs in the sky, guiding us back to faith? Adding to this, the symbolism of light holds significant weight in Christian theology. From the Star of Bethlehem to Christ's Transfiguration, light often signifies divine presence and guidance. Padre Pio's teachings align with this interpretation, suggesting that what we see above us may carry deeper meaning. Could the increasing reports of these lights be aligned with Padre Pio predictions for 2024? Are they reminders of the spiritual vigilance he so often preached? To understand this connection further, let's turn to one of his most famous admonitions. The closer you are to God, the more you will see his hand in everything. For believers, this statement transforms modern sky phenomena into something more profound than coincidences. It becomes an invitation to reflect, to seek clarity in prayer, and to consider how these events might be linked to divine warnings and lights in the sky. As we continue, we'll delve deeper into specific examples of Padre Pio's visions and teachings that may shed light on these modern mysteries. What did he truly foresee? And how can we, in our fast-paced, skeptical age, apply his wisdom to what's unfolding above us? Light has always held a profound place in Christian theology, symbolizing God's presence, guidance, and divine intervention. From the radiant star of Bethlehem that led the Magi to Christ, to the unearthly brilliance of Christ's transfiguration on Mount Tabor, light signifies moments when heaven touches earth. This symbolism, deeply rooted in Scripture, is not lost on Padre Pio's teachings, which often emphasized recognizing the divine in everyday experiences. For Padre Pio, light was more than a physical phenomenon. It was a spiritual metaphor, a reminder of God's omnipresence and his effort to guide humanity. When unexplained lights appear in the sky today, believers might see them as reflections of this divine connection. After all, if God chose to speak through a burning bush or a pillar of fire, why not through the modern burning bush of inexplicable lights? In his reflections, Padre Pio frequently encourages followers to remain vigilant to signs, especially those involving light. He believed that God's messages were subtle yet unmistakable to those attuned to faith. Consider this. If the lights we see today are, in fact, signs from heaven, they could serve as a spiritual wake-up call, urging humanity to realign itself with divine principles. Moreover, light is a recurring motif in eschatological prophecies. In the book of Revelation, flashes of light accompany divine judgment and cosmic upheaval. Could the mysterious lights in the sky be precursors to such events? While skeptics might scoff at such interpretations, Padre Pio's teachings compel us to ponder their significance. His warnings often came with a plea: prepare your soul, for the time is closer than you think. In modern terms, preparing one's soul might mean embracing acts of kindness, deepening one's prayer life, or seeking reconciliation with loved ones. It's a call to action that transcends mere observation. These spiritual signs in the sky could be invitations to introspection, pushing us to evaluate our spiritual journeys. As reports of UFO sightings and unexplained aerial phenomena grow, perhaps the best response isn't fear or dismissal, but reflection. Are these lights a call to look upward, not just physically, but spiritually? Could they be fulfilling Padre Pio predictions for 2024, urging us to find hope, purpose, and divine connection in uncertain times? In the next section, we will delve deeper into specific examples of Padre Pio prophecies, and how they might resonate with the phenomena we witness today. Together, we will explore the bridge between the ancient and the modern, the visible and the unseen. Padre Pio's prophecies often contained layers of meaning, intertwining the physical and spiritual realms. While many of his messages were personal, directed to individuals seeking his guidance, some seem to allude to larger, universal truths, events that would shape humanity's future. To examine these through the lens of modern sky phenomena is to bridge the ancient and contemporary, unveiling how his insights continue to resonate. One of Padre Pio's lesser-known prophecies involved his reflections on cosmic disturbances. He spoke of movements in the heavens that would precede significant spiritual events on Earth. While he never explicitly mentioned UFOs or drones, his language was often symbolic, leaving room for interpretation. These movements could very well align with today's unexplained aerial phenomena, which challenge both scientific and spiritual communities to seek answers. Consider the increasing frequency of reported UFO sightings and mysterious lights. In 2023 alone, global reports surged, with witnesses describing patterns of light formations and unidentifiable objects moving in ways that defy physics. Skeptics point to advanced military technology, while believers suggest a spiritual dimension, an interpretation that aligns closely with Padre Pio's mystical teachings. Could these events be fulfilling his predictions of heavenly signs? Historical parallels also provide context. In the Bible, celestial events often served as precursors to divine intervention. The Star of Bethlehem announced Christ's birth, while darkened skies and earthquakes marked his crucifixion. Similarly, Padre Pio's reflections suggest that celestial disturbances act as wake-up calls, urging humanity to reconnect with its spiritual purpose. Today's mysterious lights in the sky might carry the same weight, reminding us to look beyond the surface and seek deeper meaning. In one particularly striking anecdote, a follower recounted Padre Pio warning of a time when the heavens would weep and sing simultaneously. This poetic imagery could be seen as a metaphor for modern sky phenomena, a blend of wonder and unease that forces us to confront the unknown. Whether interpreted as technological advancements, extraterrestrial activity, or spiritual signs in the sky, these occurrences challenge our understanding of existence. To apply Padre Pio's teachings in the modern context, one might begin by embracing his call to prayer and reflection. He often emphasized that the answers we seek externally are first found within. As unexplained lights captivate global attention, his message remains clear: prepare your soul, for God speaks in ways we do not expect. Whether through mysterious lights or silent whispers, the divine seeks to guide us, but only if we are willing to listen. As we conclude, it's worth pondering: could the growing fascination with mysterious lights in the sky be a collective spiritual awakening? Could these events serve as catalysts for humanity to realign with divine principles? Padre Pio's prophecies remind us that the unknown is not to be feared but embraced, for it often holds the key to understanding God's plan. In a world increasingly divided and distracted, perhaps these lights are a call to unity, reflection, and faith, a reminder that even in the vastness of the universe, we are never alone. Throughout history, the unknown has always pushed humanity to expand its understanding of the world. Today's mysterious lights in the sky are no exception, sitting at the crossroads of science and spirituality, challenging both perspectives in profound ways. The scientific struggle with the unknown. For scientists, these phenomena represent a puzzle, a tantalizing opportunity to explore the boundaries of knowledge. Modern technology, including drones, satellites, and advanced military experiments, provides logical explanations for many sightings. Yet, there are cases that defy conventional reasoning. Witness accounts describe lights moving at impossible speeds, shifting directions instantaneously, and even disappearing without a trace. These anomalies leave even the most rational minds questioning whether there is more to the story. The scientific community has attempted to categorize these events, often grouping them under the term unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs. However, the lack of definitive answers fuels public intrigue and speculation. Could these lights be evidence of extraterrestrial life? Are they advanced technologies we have yet to comprehend? Or are they, as some suggest, manifestations of a higher spiritual realm? The spiritual perspective, a call to reflection. From a spiritual standpoint, these lights resonate deeply. Padre Pio's teachings emphasize that unexplained events are often divine reminders, urging humanity to look beyond the material world. To believers, these lights in the sky may serve as spiritual signs, guiding us toward introspection and faith. They challenge us to consider the possibility that we are part of a greater cosmic narrative, one that blends the physical and the divine. For instance, Christian theology frequently associates light with divine presence. The Star of Bethlehem guided the Magi, while Christ's transfiguration illuminated his divine nature. Padre Pio often spoke of the heavens as a canvas where God's messages are painted. If these modern phenomena are, in fact, part of a spiritual awakening, they could be fulfilling his prophecies about humanity's need to reconnect with God's plan. The intersection of science and faith. What makes these phenomena so compelling is their ability to unite two seemingly opposing perspectives. Science seeks to explain the how, while spirituality addresses the why. Together, they provide a more holistic understanding of these events. Perhaps these lights are not meant to divide our beliefs, but to bridge the gap between logic and faith. Padre Pio himself believed that science and spirituality could coexist. His mystical teachings often highlighted the idea that God works through both natural and supernatural means. In the context of today's mysterious lights, this perspective encourages us to embrace curiosity without abandoning our spiritual roots. Ultimately, these phenomena invite us to pause and reflect. What do these lights mean for humanity? Are they a warning, a blessing, or simply a mystery meant to humble us? For those inspired by Padre Pio's legacy, the answer lies in faith. His message remains clear: seek the truth in prayer, and you will find it in the light. The mysterious lights in the sky are more than just a fleeting spectacle. They are a mirror reflecting the questions and curiosities that have haunted humanity for centuries. What lies beyond our understanding? Are these phenomena random occurrences, or are they intentional signs urging us to awaken spiritually? Padre Pio's teachings remind us that the answers often lie not in the external world, but within ourselves. Padre Pio lived a life centered on faith, introspection, and service to others. His prophecies were not just predictions but calls to action. He urged his followers to remain vigilant, not only to the physical signs around them, but also to the spiritual needs within their hearts. The lights we see today, whether they are drones, natural phenomena, or signs from heaven, can serve as catalysts for personal transformation. Ask yourself, what message might these lights carry for me? Are they calling me to strengthen my faith, reconnect with loved ones, or pursue a deeper understanding of my purpose in life? These questions are not just philosophical. They are the beginning of a journey toward clarity and meaning. Applying Padre Pio's wisdom in modern times. In a fast-paced world filled with distractions, Padre Pio's teachings offer a grounding presence. His call to prayer, introspection, and kindness is as relevant today as it was during his lifetime. Whether you are captivated by the mystery of the lights or simply seeking guidance in your spiritual journey, his message is clear: seek God in the everyday, and you will find answers to the extraordinary. Start small. Dedicate a moment each day to reflect on the blessings in your life. Pray not only for clarity, but also for the strength to act on the truths you uncover. Reconnect with your community, be it through acts of kindness, conversations with loved ones, or participating in spiritual gatherings. Padre Pio believed that spiritual growth begins with small steps, and those steps lead to profound transformation. Now, it's your turn to act. The lights in the sky have captured the attention of the world, but what will you do with this moment? Will you dismiss it as a coincidence, or will you embrace it as an opportunity to reconnect with your faith and purpose? If this message resonated with you, take the next step. Reflect on Padre Pio's teachings and consider how they apply to your life today. Share this video with someone who might need a reminder of the power of faith in uncertain times. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insights into the mysteries of spirituality and the lessons of great figures like Padre Pio. Together, let's explore the questions that matter most. Because the answers might not just be in the sky, they might be within you. Join the journey. Let the light guide you.